Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I have been asked to talk about this image specifically. It's a tweet from a Halo community member and it simply says, unpopular opinion, Halo will be okay. Now initially, I wasn't going to talk about it, but people kept on telling me to give my thoughts. At first glance, I was like, yeah, I mean, he's probably right. But then I thought about it and I was like, damn, I could really go in depth with this and make a really good video out of it. As a very quick side note, if you do happen to play Halo Infinite on PC, Accelerate has a wonderful optimization video that will give you the best possible settings. It'll be in the description below. Now, this is something I've been hearing for 15 years now, and I wanted to expand on why. For me personally, Halo will always be okay because of the community. The strength of Halo has always been its community and how the fans of the series consistently create incredible things with the tools at their disposal. For the entirety of the Halo franchise, the community has always had a very strong relationship with the developers, and often community members who were passionate about the series end up working on the games as a legitimate career path. I mean, Unishek, the community manager, used to be a YouTuber, so was Fletch from Ultimate Halo. There's a long list of developers who are now at the studio who currently started out as community members. That's actually the main reason why people were concerned last month when the dig site team came out and said that that relationship, that pathway that was available to community members before just doesn't seem as viable anymore, and that some within Halo Studios nowadays don't consider the creations of the community as real content, as it isn't a AAA development. I think the Digside Halo members' thinking process behind this was like, here they are, a passionate group of Halo fans working to restore older content, and they couldn't even get any support to make their lives easier. Personally, I would have hired the entire Digside team on the spot and really focused on having a legacy team for the Master Chief Collection, but that's just me. So I get why people were concerned. On the flip side of that, and on a more positive note, I did have quite a few forgers reach out to me, and they said they had some really positive interaction with the devs, and that the Forge team / the team that's still working on Halo Infinite gave them the vibe of the old Halo MCC team. What they meant by that is the old MCC team was doing what they could with what they had. That's what Infinite's doing now, and now the main focus has shifted away from Halo Infinite as the studio is focusing on future projects. That remaining team now has more freedom to do what the fans truly want on that game. It's why we're getting all of these pseudo new weapons now, because the executives aren't throwing their weight around as much in regards to Halo Infinite as their focus is elsewhere. That is the big thing right there. You speak about, is Halo going to be okay? Those damn executives who are pushing those major decisions time and time again. We'll see what happens when Halo Studios launches their first game, but really everything that's come out publicly, especially in the last 6 to 12 months, it's just head-shakingly annoying news. I will say that it's very easy to paint a brush and say all developers are bad, but you know it, I know it, everyone watching this video knows it, that is simply not true. Now in saying that, and I need to mention this, the latest thing Microsoft has done, and this is royally going to piss off a majority of people watching this video, it's the introduction of AI to the development of video games. Now I despise AI because I know how corporations are going to use it. They're not going to use it as a tool, they're going to use it as a way to cut costs, and in doing so, make artists and developers redundant when frankly the soul that that employee could put into what they're working on is going to beat AI every single time, at least in my opinion. The Microsoft CEO, Satya Nadella, announced today that Xbox will have a catalog of games soon that will start using these AI models. We're going to train these models to generate and then start playing those games. God damn it, guys. Now, here's where I have a massive problem with this, and it's what I warned about when Microsoft, Sony, all of these big corporations invest heavily into AI. Some people actually commented saying, well, it's only going to be used for good purposes. It's just going to be a tool. And I literally shook my head saying, please don't be so naive. We then have the damn CEO of Microsoft come out and say it's actually going to be used to generate the games itself. Video games made by AI? I saw it coming. I'm not surprised by it. As we all know, they're going to use it to greatly cut down the cost and the amount of people needed. I'm just going to say you cannot train an AI to have the same passion as a developer who understands the entire Halo universe. You can't even get a damn AI image on Google for Halo to look legitimate. How are you going to make an entire video game? What I would have used AI for is for bug finding, QA, to help play through the games and document the bugs in a database, as it is so damn time consuming. To automate that in some way would help save a lot of time. Notoriously, Bungie on Halo 3 had hundreds of thousands of bugs, and you can imagine imagine how long that would have taken to find with a whole team of QA testers. AI could greatly speed up that documentation, and it would help make the QA testers' job much easier. Don't use AI to make the games themselves. I have a massive issue with that. The article goes on to say that in fact, when Phil Spencer first showed it to Satya, the CEO, he had an Xbox controller in hand, and this model basically took the input and generated the output based on what was programmed into the software. It was then consistent with the game. Satya, the Microsoft CEO, went on to say that to me, it is a massive moment of wow. It's kind of like the first time we saw ChatGPT complete sentences, or DALL-E draw, or Sora. That is one such moment. They are so out of touch, they have no idea what gamers actually want. It is a completely different world. That sentence does sound like they're programming AI to play through games to complete a sequence of tasks and then to find issues with the game, which is fine. But I'm going to reiterate, and I cannot stress this enough, do not rely on AI to create maps, whether it be campaign, multiplayer, or otherwise. There is professionals who will do a better job, and I'm almost positive Call of Duty Black Ops 6 maps are AI made as they flow terribly. But this is just me voicing my concerns on the implementation of AI into video games and the damage it can potentially cause. I get the same feeling about AI as I did when Microsoft announced the Kinect. As a tool, it's fine, but when you force an entire game to be made around the Kinect, think Fable, the whole damn game was dead on arrival. AI is a tool, it should be kept as such, not as a full game developer. As a very quick side note, I've also been told certain Halo Studios employees enjoy using AI. Whether that will be in future Halo titles at this point remains unknown. We will see once the first game releases. This brings us full circle, why I believe Halo will be okay, regardless of anything else developers release going forward. If you have watched any of my videos, you've seen that I champion community created content. I see the passion every single week that the Halo fans have, and it's evident in the content they produce. I actually had some people comment on Ruby's Rebalance video saying this isn't content, this is a mod. And I'm like, excuse me? You have a Halo fan who has released a definitive version of Combat Evolved that is AAA in quality, that includes features that 99% of Halo fans have dreamt of in the original game. If that is not real content, I don't know what is. If anyone from Microsoft sees comments like that, they're gonna feel justified in thinking content made out of house is not true content. Just keep that in mind. More than that though, and back to my original point, in just the last 6 months, we've had cut Bungie era Halo 2 content release, we've had the E3 2003 and 4 campaign/multiplayer content release, there's Cursed Halo, or anything by Inferno Plus, Halo 2 Uncut by the Vengeful Vadim, even my friends at the Halo Battlefront team who are working on a Star Wars space battle mod at the moment. I can go a step further, all of the Halo Infinite multiplayer maps Forge made by the community. Can you imagine what Halo Infinite would be like if none of the forgers made none of the maps and Halo Studios didn't have that to rely on? Take all of those maps away and tell me how that game would look. Like seriously, do it now in your head. If Forge related content isn't real content, imagine how bare and barren if we just had to rely on the official releases from the devs. There is hundreds if not thousands of people who collaborate and help make Halo content. You'd be hard pressed to find any other community that is so dedicated. That's why I always say I'm proud of you guys, because I think anyone who creates anything for Halo deserves all of the praise. I genuinely wish there was more we could do as a channel to try and give back to those people. If anyone has any ideas, leave me a comment about it. I try showcase as much as I can on the channel, mainly to give them a spotlight, but also to keep you guys up to date on everything that's happening Halo related. In saying that, I'm very proud of everything you guys do. So finally today, and I wanted to end on this, there was a Halo creator named Holmbaum. Anyone who's been in the Halo community for 10, 15 years knows of Holmbaum, and famously in one of his montages 14 years ago, he said this.
Hey guys and homies, my name is Holmbaum, and lately Halo has been struggling. I've even seen comments saying, this is it, Halo is dead. But no, Halo will never die. And as long as people just like yourself keep watching and creating content for this game, we've got some beautiful years up ahead. So just keep doing whatever you're doing for this amazing game series.
So even 14 years ago, 2010 to 2012, that era of Halo, people were saying Halo is over, but the community will keep on carrying on. So today, 2025, I have no doubt this will continue. And that is why I say Halo will be okay. And I think that is primarily because of each and every one of you who care about Halo. So thank you for watching. The more I thought about this, the more I had to say. It's an important video, so hopefully I was clear and concise. I do have my concerns about the use of AI in video games, and I do have my concerns about the comments saying that new Halo leadership doesn't really want much to do with the community. The last 3 to 5 years, the community has really stepped up. They've created amazing things, and I want the executives at Microsoft, Halo Studios, wherever, to fully appreciate what the community has done. In saying that, it's all going to come down to the first game Halo Studios releases, so time will tell. Leave me a comment down below on your own opinion. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys later.